Hello everyone, welcome back to Nomifactory. Last time we made Mark III Fusion, the last donut, and we were able to make neutronium. And we also made a start on omnium, which is just a bunch of random stuff. We need like almost 500, so it's quite annoying. And we also got the chaotic crafting injectors, 2 of them. And as you can see, I made the rest. It was quite a grind. The entire loop was ordering tier 8s, and see what we're missing, and then order some more microminers. If we're missing diamonds, perfect diamonds, or dilithium. And then repeat that, like 5 times, to get all 10. So I did manage to do it, eventually, and because I was waiting a lot, I did a lot of other stuff. Ore processing is overclocked a bunch now, to 69 per ZPM, so each one of these is basically 16 ZPM machines, in parallel, so it's a lot faster now. It doesn't get backed up, as much. I also did a bunch of fusion, in the tier 3 and tier 2, so we have enough damstadium, tritanium, duranium, and even lutetium. This one's actually quite cheap, silicon, lanthanum. And I also fused einsteinium, so we don't need to order it, which I was thinking about doing, but I found out it's very cheap in the fusion reactor. Berkelium, californium, 1 to 1 to 1, and then it's 1 to 16 for the stabilized kind. So all of this, all 1,000, was from one stack of these 2. So we should be about there with omnium. We're just missing crystal matrix and neon. We have to do this, but we can do that later. I can't be bothered right now. And I also made some fancy electric tools, wrench and wire cutter, out of duranium, because we had some spare. I could have made these out of neutronium, but they're a bit ugly. Yeah, they're just white, but these are a much nicer colour, in my opinion. Okay, so in today's episode, we will get creative tank, no matter how long it takes. We're very close. Basically it's just a tier 9, and then the tier 10. It doesn't sound that hard, but I know it will be. But before we do any of that, I need to upgrade power. We've really been suffering lately, so I'd like to switch to nickel plasma in the tier 3. Also I want to swap over the rotor holders to UV and add twice as many of the turbines. That should quadruple the power, which should be good. So nickel plasma, Mark III, which we can do now, potassium and fluorine. I will try and upgrade these, so we're producing them fast enough to keep this on 100% of the time. And we're going to do that with biotite, because look at this, potassium and fluorine. And we're getting free biotite from black granite, from this machine, so it should be a good source of it. But currently we're not producing enough, I don't think. It's over here. This is at HV, so let me work out how fast it needs to be. Yeah, we need to overclock this once. Fluorine does keep up, which is nice, but the potassium doesn't, unless we move it to EV. And we just have to produce biotite fast enough. So let me work that out too. Okie dokie. If we move this to LUV, it should be for a second, which should be enough for this at EV. So I'll get moving this. Okie dokie, this should be working now. I even put a void on this, so we're always producing black granite, and it doesn't stop. Is it going up? I don't even know. It kind of looks like we're going up, sometimes. Okay, good, we are going up. So biotite is now LUV, which should keep up with EV fluorine and potassium. We might have to technically void this though, because it's full on fluorine, so I will give it a bigger tank, just in case. So this should never ever stop, because these are void, and this is void. So we should always be getting potassium and fluorine at a fast enough rate. So let's swap this over to nickel plasma in the top one. We just need to melt the potassium. I kind of forgot about that. Any extractor will work. So I'll go HV. We have a little space. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, nickel plasma time. So we request liquid potassium. And also fluorine. And there we go. Nickel plasma. Lovely. Into a tank it goes. So now let's swap over one of these to the new plasma. So now look at this number. The consumption. 37 litres per 9 point something seconds. Compare that to the old one of 37 per 2 seconds. So it's the same power per turbine, but it consumes like 5 times less. So we should be able to have 5 times more turbines. But not really, because I'm swapping over to UV rotor holders, which times it by 2, the power, and the consumption. So we can have about 2.5 times the turbines, with each of them being 2 times better themselves. So that's the plan. I will get on that. Wow. We now have 16 turbines. The rotor holders are still ZPM though. I decided against upgrading them, so it's only 2 times the power that we had before. The reason why I didn't upgrade darmstadium, and tritanium, which is more fusion that I can't be bothered doing. So if I upgrade all 16, it's like a ton, but it is possible. So if I ever need a power boost, I'll just upgrade them. It just means I have to do more fusion for the motive omnium. Okay, so creative tank. Let's start looking into it. The first thing to do, the tier 9, but we have to unlock it first. So we have to do these quests. First up this, quantum flux eternium heavy plating, flux armor plating, awakened draconium, quantum flux, krypton, UV blast furnace, trinium. We're only going to need this many, so I might on-demand it, for now. It should be fine. It might be a bit slow, but we're only going to need 1 microminer. And we just add krypton. And 1 for the quest. There it goes. This is a quad EBF, I sort of forgot, so it's 4 times faster if we order 4 or more. So it's not actually terrible, the speed. Next we should do these two, Awaken Cores, and Reactor Stabilizer. It's just a bit of fusion, so I will encode these two. There's actually a ton of stuff, at least for the stabilizer. The cores are quite simple. Wasn't too bad. Okay, so I have to do this now. It's a ton of stuff that I've not done yet, and also a ton of scanning for the assembly line, so that's fun. And now we have a bunch of patterns to encode. There's so much stuff. We also need an autoclave for Lapotron, so let me make one of those. And we can use distilled water. These two are faster, but we're not doing that. Distilled water's fine, and basically free. Okay, there we go. But we're still missing quite a lot in terms of random stuff. Also rhodochrosite, which is really weird to get. I might do this way, with redstone ore, I guess? I don't really know. Maybe pyrolusite, actually. Redstone is quite useful, so I don't really want to melt it. But pyrolusite, I don't really know. It's just manganese, and that's fine. You even get it back. So I will set this up, real quick. Probably over here. I imagine the speed won't matter. So input hatch, input bus, and output hatch. And that should be ready to go. So to make sure the ore doesn't go into ore processing, I will use a storage bus for pyrolusite with a sticky card, so it only can go in here. Let me request the acid, we should have a ton, and it should produce manganese as a liquid. Okay, this should work. Let's process half a stack. Yay! We're getting rhodochrosite. It's 6 to 1 though, so I'll throw some more in. Okay, good. We only need like 24. So what else are we missing now? Tungsten carbide, a lot of it. I might overclock that. It's used for draconic cores. Sapphire, I'll just buy the ore. It's fine. HPICs, that's annoying, but we can do that. And then that's it. Okay, so tungsten carbide is over here, at IV, HSSG, and it's 10 seconds. So we already have the coil boost. So no need to upgrade to Naquada or anything. So I'll move it to over here. Should be easy peasy. Okay, there we go. 5 seconds. I might end up overclocking that more, honestly. But oh well, it's fine right now. So we have a ton of tungsten, so might as well increase this to 2k. That's much better. So whilst we're waiting for tungsten carbide, how about we scan everything? All the assembly line stuff. There's 5. Most of everything is easy. Nothing too crazy. Just like rings and gears. And a frame box. And these two require the one before. So it really isn't that bad. So we can scan this. Only in the scanner for some reason. Not the research station. It's a bit odd. Now we can make the one above. There we go. That should be crafting. Or not. Is it not big enough? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. This is 11 items. Or 12 long. We need 13 items. Or 14 long. Okay. Let me extend it real quick. That's really annoying. Okay, so we replace this, the output bus, with another 2 ULV, with lasers, and then the output, going into the interface, and the same as before. And complete the structure. And this should be fixed. so we can put the patterns back. It might be the max length now, so we never need to extend it again, hopefully. So give me one of these. For the second time. Yay! It's actually making it. Awesome. Don't forget blocking mode. Almost forgot. So now we just scan these four, and that should be everything. So we can enable the computers. Hopefully they don't explode. There we go. That took a while, like 10 minutes, to scan all these. So now we should be able to make the stabilizer. Everything is scanned and encoded. We're just missing HPICs, which I am cutting right now, and that's it. It's very cool that we can almost make it. It's pretty much the most expensive part of the tier 9. The rest isn't that bad. So whilst we're waiting, let's encode the rest. And we might as well encode the actual microminer too. And what if we try and order one? Obviously this does include the stabilizer, so we're still missing these. And RAM, apparently. Not enough flux crystals. Okay, I will increase it. Also dragon hearts. We're missing one. That's funny. And then gravastars, which are nether stars and neutronium. Or I guess order them, but that's like 1 per microminer. That's awful. I'll just do these manually. We can automate them later, once we have tank. So flux crystals, times 4. What is RAM again? Green. I always seem to be making this. I make like thousands and thousands, and then somehow run out. There we go. So we're also going to need dragon hearts. And that's a tier 7. Tier 7A. And we're missing dilithium. Okay, and that's it. Which microminer is dilithium again? Tier 1. A. Give me 8. There we go. And since we're not using deuterium anymore, for plasma fuel, it doesn't really matter when we use it in dilithium. It uses quite a bit. Like 1 bucket per 4. There we go. All 8 are sent. That's really fast to craft those. It's been like 2 minutes. Now can we order it? Yes. Great. So this should be more dragon hearts. A bunch more. And we're very close now on the stabilizers. A couple more minutes and we can do it. There we go. The tier 7 is about to be sent. Yippee. Okay, great. We have 43 dragon hearts now. That's amazing. And we can also make the stabilizer. Almost. 2 more. There we go. We can make it. This is rather expensive. But it is doable. Not that crazy. This was like 200 draconic cores. That's quite a lot. Yeah, 52 wyvern cores as well. Each one of those is draconic fusion. And a lot of power. Look at this. All this empowering. It's doing like 1 a second. I'm glad it's fast. The default empowerer is so slow. So we're actually pretty close to finishing now. That was surprisingly quick. We're just kind of waiting on this. How is power doing? Not the worst. At least we're mostly positive. Sometimes it does spike though. I'm sure it's fine. By the way, for the tier 9, we need the universal navigator, which is assembly line, with UV stuff. Not too bad. But for the recipe, we need stellar creation data, which is a micromission. Using this, ultra dense hydrogen is 81 hydrogen, the solidified version, and it's 1:1, and we're going to need lots of this, anyway, to send the tier 9. So we should automate this. Obviously we already have, but it's really slow, so I'll move it to a processing array. So let's do 16 IV, that should be plenty. And we can move this one. We don't need it. The stabilizer finished, by the way. Yippee! That's great. We're almost there then. Let me just set up this. We can just pull from here, directly. This is the fastest production anyway, so it should be fine. Ball mold, as well. And 16 solidifiers. Yeah, so we get 16 in 2 seconds. That's pretty good. And into a compacting drawer, facing the right way. There we go. So since we need 4 stacks of stellar creation data, we need 4 stacks of the top one. This should hold 9, so that should be okay. There might be a lot of waiting, but way less than if we just left it over there. So now that we have ultra dense hydrogen, which one do we do? It's always 1:1. It's just if you want to send tier 1 or tier 2, but it's 4 times better. So since we need 4 stacks, is it easier to order 4 stacks of tier 1 or 1 stack of tier 2? Let's count the bytes and see. 363k for tier 1, not a great start. 161k for tier 2, so definitely that one. So we shall go this route. I'll automate it real quick. Send, microminer, tier 2, B. We might as well automate C as well. We're going to need neon at some point. So B, I'll do that one first. 1 microminer, 4 dense hydrogen. And now we do tier 2C. Electric pumps, 4 of them, and cryothium, 64. Okay, there we go. So we're going to need to spam these two, like a stack of each, or more. But I won't bother right now. Just give me 1 tier 2B. There we go. And now we have stellar creation data. Great. We just need to scan it. I hate scanning. There we go. Another long one. It'll be a couple minutes, probably. So we're also going to need a reactor core, but these aren't that bad. Awakened Draconium, Chaos Shards, we have 4 spare, Einsteinium, we've got like 1,000, and one of these. That's fine. I've already encoded it. It's really not that bad. I guess the Chaos Shards are bad, but for now we have enough. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. Tier 9 time. So most of it's done already. It's basically these two, and I guess the plating, that might be expensive. Also this is done. Yippee. So tier 9 microminer. What are we missing? Oh, Gravastars. 6. Okay. I can just do that, like right now. I will do 8, just because it's a nicer number. On neutronium. It's 1 per 4. Do we even have an autoclave? I don't think so. You're going here. It's fine. So nether stars, autoclave, neutronium. Awesome. By the way, this does use UV components, which use Nequadria, liquid version, so I need to melt that, however many it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 10, 17, 18, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, plus 1, for the field generator, and it's 4 per component, so 4 times 19, whatever that is, in Nequadria. 64 and 12, okay, I'll use this one. It's a bit faster. It ends up over here though, for the coil machine. There we go. Gravity stars are done. Now we can order the tier 9. Yes we can. Lovely. Let's hope it doesn't break, or anything. By the way, the plating wasn't a problem, like at all. It's almost done already, and it's been like 1 minute, or 2. The Nequadria is done. Lovely. That extractor is so much faster than the Ivy one, so we're just waiting for circuits and components, I guess. We're so close. This was really fast. Oh wait, 4 more Nequadria for the navigator. Didn't realise. There we go. 150 seconds. 2.5 minutes. Great. But that's basically it. That's so crazy. I thought it'd be way harder. And look at this, by the way. We've almost got 4 stacks, which is enough to send the tier 9. I guess after a stack of tier 2s though, we still need to do that. So we want to do this recipe. We don't need neutronium. Like at all. We want universe creation data, which turns into the heart of the universe, with the tier 10. And this is creative tank, by the way. You get infinite after you get 1. So it's really just a case of making the tier 10 after we get this tier 9. So that's awesome. Very exciting. It should be crafting right now. Yay, tier 9. So I will take a break and AFK for a little tiny bit for this to back up to 4 stacks. Then we just send a stack of tier 2s and then the tier 9. And then it's just a case of making the tier 10 and we're done. But that is a huge task. Basically all of it in the solar panels. Everything else we can do already. So I will go to bed and we can start tackling this tomorrow. We definitely won't get it. It'll be a couple days, probably. Anyway, good night. Okay, I'm back. This is actually completely full. It's so much faster than I thought. Okay, so stellar creation data. We need 4 stacks. So a stack of tier 2Bs. We can indeed do it. It's just a little bit expensive, but there's no way around it. We have to do it. And we might as well automate the tier 9, the sending of it, this bottom one. And because this is used in the tier 10, we have to do it this way. In a second interface, this one. Without the job autocomplete. That's the thing that broke it last time. I'm pretty sure. So we have 2, one with 1, and 1 without, for these 2. So they can be used in other micromissions, without it being confused. We could also do the same with this one, for stellar creation data. So that way we could request a tier 10, and it will request a tier 9, and also a stack of these, and we wouldn't have to do anything. So I should probably change that, but too late now. We're in the middle of it. I'll change it later. We are going to need more hearts of the universe. Many more, I think. Later into the game. Definitely. By the way, this is done already. We're just sending them at this point. I really should overclock this. It can go so much faster than EV. I definitely will do that when it's moved over here. But right now it's not really a bottleneck. Like, this is almost finished. It's not like we're waiting a long time or anything. There we go. That's the last one. Awesome. Let's fix this. We just need another interface without this card, and we can change the recipe to just this. And now it should work when it's used in something else. Brilliant. Okay, so we have 4 stacks now. Let's send the tier 9 for the universe creation data. Here we go. Lovely. And it should be sending. Yes. 2.5 minutes though. So now it's just a case of making a tier 10. The quest is over here. We need the solar panel, which needs chaotic cores, which does need omnium. So we have to finish these two, for crystal matrix and neon. 486 of them. We're still quite far away on crystal matrix, and neon is a tier 2. You get 10 per one. So we need 49, and it's tier 2C. Oh no, we're missing so much. Stainless steel, aluminium, whatever this is, cryothium, a lot of it, and that's it. These aren't slow, we just use a lot of them, like right now. I guess stainless steel is slow, 14 seconds. I might move it over to either there or there. The other two are quite fast, I don't need to bother. We're running this at EV, so we don't actually have the coil boost. So if we move it over here, it'll be 4 times faster, with the better coils, and the overclock, and it'll be 3.5. That seems fine. Oh wait, I think we are getting the coil boost. We're just not using the nitrogen, for some reason. I don't know why, so I'll swap that over. It might actually be fast enough. Without the overclock. Yes, 9 seconds. Not that bad anymore. Also we need more cryothium. That's easy enough to fix. So we can actually do this, after a bit of waiting, for these, and cryothium. So that's nice. Neon is dealt with, basically. Now it's just crystal matrix, which is really annoying. Nether stars is fine. I increased the buffer, so it's getting to that point. We just have to deal with these two. Both of these are micro missions. Tier 1B for perfect diamond, and tier 4B for diamond. So let's deal with perfect diamonds first. We get a stack per micro mission, and we need 5,000. So that's about 80 tier 1s. That's very crazy. But it's just these two, so not that expensive. At all. Wow. That's cool. I may have to overclock this. We use so much of it, or microminers, so maybe move it to here. That might be a good idea. Yeah. I'll do that. There we go. That should be faster than this old thing. And let me move the mixer to like HV or something. It won't quite keep up. We get 1 every 5 seconds. But we're burning it every 4, so goodbye. Yay. That was easy. So we should be able to afford this soon. We just need more pulsating iron. For some reason we only have a stack. I'm not sure why. And I'm not sure where. Where is it? Do we even have it automated? It's somewhere. Because it's being pumped into here. It doesn't exist. Apparently. It's nowhere. Am I blind? Oh, is this it? Yes it is. Okay, now we can have a full draw. It's okay. So yeah, we should be able to do this, after some waiting. So what about diamonds? We need about 112k. So 10 of these should be around about so. So tier 4B, 10. Yay, we can do it. It's not even expensive. That's a nice break. So 100,000 diamonds should be deposited in the EMI system, eventually. I'm guessing it'll take a while, thanks to these. They take forever. I might put that in a PA. Very soon. Same with this, honestly. They're so slow. But we are getting diamonds now. Quite a lot of them. Ore processing might be quite full. For a while. There we go. That's the last one. Look at all this diamond ore. And there's way more. In dense form. The bottleneck is kind of this. So I might add 25 in total. Instead of 9. But not right now. I don't want to break it. So it seems to just be a bunch of waiting. For this omnium. Yeah. Just crystal matrix. And neon. And I guess HSSS, but that's fine. It's just because the rotors use it, and I made some recently. We're also missing a little bit of titanium, so I'll quickly make a bit more, like a stack, or so. Okay, we have enough now. We can do the tier 1B, for the bajillion perfect diamonds, also known as 5,000. Yippee. So now we just wait for enough diamonds, nether stars, perfect diamonds, and the stuff for the neon micro mission, the tier 2C, 49 of them. These are all pretty speedy. It might only be like an hour, so that's fine. I feel like other stuff will be slower, like nether stars, and diamonds. This is really slow. It still has to do like 15k, so yeah, that might take a while. But after all that waiting, we should have enough for omnium. All 486. So that's pretty cool. We just have to do the tritanium, which is like fine. Maybe for the last time, before tank. But maybe not honestly. We might have to fuse some more, like europium or something. Anyway, I will AFK for a bit. Sure, I can make stuff faster, but I can't be bothered. My playtime's already absurd, so I don't really care anymore. Embrace the AFK. Alrighty then. I believe we can do it now. We have enough diamonds, and perfect diamonds, for the crystal matrix. Yeah. Our CPUs aren't good enough though. Can we do half? Yes we can. And also the other half. Awesome. We have 2 big CPUs, so they can fit in those 2. And I believe we can do the neon, the 49 tier 2Cs. Yes we can. It's just that these 2 are busy, so I guess we're waiting. Also we still need these 2 quests, for crystal matrix, and also neon, and also the exotic catalyst. I must not forget this. Otherwise this won't count, for omnium. That's that one done. It only wants 1, so I guess we can do that. There we go. So now we just wait for this to finish, and order the neon, and then we should be able to make all the omnium, without missing anything. There we go. About half of it is done, so we can indeed order the neon. Lovely. There we go. All done. It took about half an hour to send it all. But we should be able to make omnium now. 486. Yes we can. Awesome. So this shouldn't be that bad. It's just a bit of smelting. Most of it we already have, so it should be fine. I honestly have no idea how long this will be. I'm not even sure what it's doing, but everything's done already. The tables are up to something. I just don't know what. So whilst we're waiting, I'll show you why we need this. Every chaotic core needs 2 omnium as ingots, and the way you have to do that is by making the nugget from the motive omnium 1-to-1. So every 9 omnium is 1 omnium ingot, so it's quite expensive, and we're going to need the implosion compressor. I'm surprised we didn't need to make this yet. This is like the first time we need to use it. It's quite strange. Basically it just blows stuff up. It's not really that useful, except in this case. So we have to automate one of these for the explosive. Industrial TNT is the best, apparently. It uses the least amount. And we make this with nitration mixture and gelid toluene, which is just toluene as a ball, or this way, but that's complicated. I can't be bothered doing that. And nitration mixture is already done. I don't know where it is. We use it for something, I don't remember what. So 1 solidifier for toluene, and 1 LCR for industrial TNT. Seems fine. Not too complicated. So insert toluene, fire filter, and request it. Awesome. Very easy. And go into a drawer. And now it's time for an LCR. I will do EV. It should be about 1 a second. Request toluene, and nitration mixture. And it just needs an output hatch. Let me turn it off first. I'm scared it'll mix these 2, like this one's doing. I don't want that. So can we lock it? Do this. Yeah, we can. So please make the right thing now. Okay, good. It works. It's a bit broken right now though, because the energy hatch. It thinks it's doubled up on energy, because this LCR had 2 hatches. Now it's a 4 amp. It should be fine. So super tank, for sulfuric acid, and a drawer for TNT, industrial kind. Yay. I think we need about 1,000, because it's 2 per omnium. So we need 486 times 2. So hopefully we can make that. It should be about 15 minutes or so, as long as this is fine. Nitration mixture, and it seems to be. It's not even running all the time, so that should mean it keeps up. Great. Free TNT. The only other cost is toluene, which we have 1 billion of, so we shan't worry. How is omnium doing? I don't really know. It's definitely doing something. I think it's because there's so many items with the recipe that it's 1 billion packages. So why don't we make the implosion compressor? We're going to need it anyway. There is a quest, but you need default TNT. There we go. I don't know why you would ever make default TNT. The only difference is sulfuric acid instead of nitration mixture, but this is stupidly cheap anyway, so I don't know why you would do the other way. I guess it skips a few steps, but you need nitration mixture anyway at this stage of the game. I don't remember what for, something did need it. So implosion compressor. Very easy, it's HV. We're quite a lot past that, and it seems to be super fast by default, so I'll go HV with the energy. So it will go right here. Input bus, output bus. And we can automate it with this recipe. No ash. 1 mote of omnium, 2 industrial TNT for 1 nugget. And we might as well do this as well for the ingot. Oh, by the way, we're now actually crafting. It's done all the packaging and such. So it's onto the actual omnium. Look at this thing. This is crazy. By the way, we already have enough TNT, so that's great. I'm glad I automated that. Almost there. It's actually taken so long. I'm glad I did other stuff, instead of just waiting for it. Yay! Mote of omnium. All 486. It wants a stack for the second quest. For some reason there's one over here. For 1. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 quests before creative tank. So first one. Chaotic cores. This is the recipe. Neutronium, omnium, chaotic shards. Also Gravistar, but we're just doing that manually. We don't need too many, I'm pretty sure. So let's encode it. It goes in here. So obviously we can't do all 4. We're missing the chaos shards, which are tier 8 missions. I'll have to spam a bunch again. So let's look ahead to the solar panels. Neutronium. Let's encode it. And the one before. And the one before. And the one before. And then it's quite a rabbit hole, with a million other solar panels. So I'll try and encode everything. It's such a rabbit hole. For some reason one of them needs a liquid. Signalum. I guess it can go in the coil machine. That should actually work. 9 ingots. So it should work like that. It's not exactly a coil, but oh well. So for this green one, we need to scan the one before, number 7. So I'll try and order that, and see what we're missing. In terms of patterns, lots of stuff. That is fine. So many patterns. So now we can actually do it. We're just missing string, of all things. One of these is a spider. I don't remember which one. Aha, this one. Make a bunch of string. I definitely should automate this. But once we get tank, I'll definitely swap this over, since we won't be needing copper, as we can just ingot form it, as well as most of this stuff. There we go. We can make the solar panel, the light green one. There we go, it's done. You get 4 at a time. I didn't realise. Scan one of these. And now we should be able to make the dark green one. The solar panel 8. It has a quest. For some reason. We're just missing a recipe. A singular one. There we go. And it does need another liquid, but we can't really automate this one. It's Enderium this time. 9 of it. Once again you get 4, for some reason. Awesome. So I don't think any other solar panel has a quest, other than the last one, and the one we just did. So for the tier 10, we just need 2, and that's what the quest asked for. So can we actually do that? Ah, the classic. Europium. Okay. And a few things. That's not too bad. So after I've encoded everything, we're just left with a few manual stuff. Gravistars, another 7, that's easy. HPICs, like 4 or 5 stacks, that's also easy. A few draconic superconductor stuff, which I'll just do manually. And Europium, about half a stack. And obviously chaos shards. 36. So I do have to send another 9 tier 8s, which is another 9 tier 7s. So it's basically this grind again. Okay, I guess I'm doing that. And we also need like 8 more chaos shards for the 2 reactor cores in the tier 10. That's probably fine. so 11 in total. Why don't we encode this? We might as well. Tier 10 microminer. So if we order one, this does include the solar panels, by the way. We should definitely craft those separately for the quest. But we're missing zirconium, nether stars, that's okay. More of these, that's probably fine. Sapphires, more gravastars, ASOCs, HPICs, crushed rhodochrosite. Only 160 perfect diamonds. That's not too bad. The other thing was way worse. Black steel, HSSE, HSSS, tritanium, a bit more fusion, tungsten carbide, like 700 more, europium, of course, and the chaos shards. 11 micromissions in total, because you get 4 per one, and some random stuff that I'll just do manually. Okay, that list isn't terrible. Some of these are just buffer problems, so I'll try and fix those. Let's do more pyrolusite for the rhodochrosite. Sapphire is just more ore. Also, I need more money, so more claiming to do. There we go. Lots of money. So we should actually have enough stuff, after a lot of waiting. Once again, zirconium might be a small problem, so maybe I should overclock this. Like at least a tiny bit. We're missing 1,300, almost, and that'll be like 700 minutes, which is quite a long time to AFK. So how about we get rid of trinium, and make this zirconium. There we go. Twice as quick. So now it should be only 350 minutes, which is like 5 hours, or so. That's not the worst. That's like one overnight AFK, so I might just do that. That seems very tempting. But I did just notice something. We need 11 tier 8s, remember, which is like 4,000 more zirconium, so this definitely won't cut it. Actually, how about we make our own quad EBF? Overclock to hell. That's definitely a good idea. Let's just put it back here. It doesn't really matter where I put it. It will be torn down eventually, once we get tank. Actually no. Can we just steal the on-demand one? For now. We don't have to do that much. Just request dragon scales. And also request hog. Oh, there we go. Jump scare. That's rather good. 1 every 4 seconds. And it's 4 of them. So 1 every second. Can this even keep up with that? Yes it can. Good. It might not be that much waiting actually. This is fantastic. I can just remove it from the interface when we have enough. Super speed zirconium. And I might as well leave these two. They're adding to the speed. So I think I'll cut here. I'll make all this manual stuff while I'm waiting. And I'll send a bunch of tier 8s for the chaos shards. And by the time I return, we should be able to craft the solar panels. At least. Maybe the tier 10. I might come back before then. I don't want to cut everything out. Yet more AFK. Though not that much actually. Thanks to these. So be right back. Almost tank time. Yippee. Bit of a time jump here. I've been very busy. All 11 tier 8s have been sent over the course of today. It's taken so long, and I made sure to get the chaotic core quest. So we do have those 4. And we should have everything for the 2 solar panels. There was a bit of an emergency. I have a screenshot. You might be able to guess what happened. There was so much zirconium that needed cooling. And if you remember, I sure didn't. It uses cryothium, 2 buckets per 1 ingot, and we were definitely not producing it fast enough. So it was completely full, with hot zirconium. So all the blast furnaces broke for a bit. But everything's fixed now, I swear. I can't wait to tear all these down, after tank. Almost every EBF is completely redundant, apart from like bulls, or I guess crystal chips, and that's about it. So how about we do the solar panels now? Both of them. We can do it. This will require some manual melting, but that's okay. Actually only 1 block of enderium, so that's fine. Not too terrible. I will do that right now. See you in like 20 minutes, I predict. It's not too big of a craft. Wow, we're very almost done. Already. It's been 10 minutes, so better than expected. Yay, it's going. It is a stupid amount of power, but we're also storing a stupid amount. So it's fine. Yeah, a big chunk of this just got deleted. I'm glad we have a big battery. Solar panels! Cool. These do 8 million per tick, which is pretty good. The reactor does 3, and these altogether do like 5, so it is quite a lot, but we do have to use it in the tier 10, which we have now unlocked. So can we make it? Yes we can! Wow! I thought we'd be missing something, like europium, but apparently not. Also the CPU's big enough. Did not expect that. Well, I'll take a screenshot, and we'll get it going. Ah, thank you, compacting drawers. I love you. You ruined the moment. Please can I do it now? Stop it! Hurry up! Please let me do it. Oh, now something else is the problem. Palladium foil. I'll just increase it, wherever it is. Is it this? Yes. Please let me do it. Yay! So there's actually a little bit to do after we get the tier 10. We have to send it, which does require UHV. So we're going to need to slap 2 UV on this bad boy. Please let me do that. Yay! And we also need to melt a bunch of Nequadria for UV components. About 30, and it's 4 per 1, so it's almost 2 stacks. I might need to cancel this at some point. It's kind of confused with the water cells. Again, if you don't have all the cells pre-crafted, it gets really confused for some reason. I had like 500, so I guess it used more than that, because you do get them back. That might be why it confuses it. I don't really know. But once everything is finished, as much as it can do, I will reset it, so it can do this final bit. Okay, I think it is done now, so it's time to reset. Hopefully nothing breaks. I'll order more cells, just in case. Yeah, there we go. It does see them now. That's good. Also, the energy hatches are done, so we can swap it over to UV. 2 of them. For UHV power, which we need to send it. I can't wait. There we go. We're crafting. Yay! Tier 10 microminer. Oh, I'm so happy with this. It looks amazing. Purple and blue, my favourite colours. So now we should be able to immediately send this. I might as well automate it. This way. In the second interface. Because it is used for other stuff. After tank. Okay. Heart of the universe. It's just the tier 10. And the universe creation data that we already got. And a few awakened draconium. Simple. There we go. 300 seconds. Amazing. We should be able to handle this. In terms of power. We have a little left. And it's only 1 million per tick. Some of ore processing. And some assembly lines are like way worse than that. So we'll be fine. We just have to wait. Might get a cup of tea. I definitely need one. Yay, it's done. Cup of tea in the heart of the universe. Lovely jubbly. Okay, creative tank time. It's a bit of an anticlimax. Like we have the heart of the universe. Give me the tank. But no, you have to UV extractor. We don't have that. And then you need a stupid machine to replicate them. It does look nice, but like what's the point? Oh well, I guess we make the extractor first. Which is more Nequadria. Melted. About 16. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Yay! I really could not be bothered making a UV chunk for like one machine, so I'll just slap a transformer, like over here, and I'll make sure not to explode it. Opposite way round. Output UV, upwards. Yes, that's correct. And we place this on the transformer, not the wire. Yay! So I kinda don't want to melt this. Quite yet. I want to make sure we can make the multi-block. So it's made of atomic casing, triniquad alloy, or whatever, and it's an ABS recipe, so we have to do it this way. Trinium coils, at ZPM. That's really annoying, because we don't have that. Let me steal a few. Don't tell anyone, we literally don't need them. There we go. I'm sorry. And we need ZPM. Why not 2 of them? There we go. And we do have to make sure we can cool it as well. Liquid helium, MV. I don't know if we have the liquid. There we go. Now we should be able to do it. Circuit 13 with neon, or 9. Carbon, Nequada, trinium. We don't have circuit 13. That's so annoying. Of course we don't. There we go. This should work already. We just need the rest of the patterns. Okay, there we go. Please make me the controller. There is a few UV stuff. Yeah, 1 field generator. And also ZPM, which is some more liquids. Or something. But other than that, it's fine. I really don't like this extra bit that you have to do. Like, what's the point of this? Give me my tank. I deserve it. Okay, so now it should be fine. How's the ingots doing? Oh wait. I forgot the liquid. Neon. What? Why? That's the only one I don't have. I have 4 solidified. Oh, you can turn it back. How nice. I didn't think it'd let you. There we go. 2-minute recipe. Per like 9. I hate you. Why does this multi-block exist? And we're going to need another 20 casing after the one it's making. So I'll get that going too. We might run out of neon. If so, I'll just switch it to the slower one, without the fluid. Circuit 3. At a much slower speed. Bruh. It's fine. I'm not complaining. Except I am. I'm definitely complaining. Also, it's not cooling. For some reason. Oh! It produces helium, so we need a hatch. Now it's working. They're really slow. This might take forever. Why'd you make me wait? I've already waited enough. There we go. Controller is done. The casing will be a while though, so that's annoying. But nothing I can really do about that. Like, we're already giving it UV power, and the second to best coils. So what do you want from me? So this machine needs to be ZPM, by the way. So I'll put it on the ZPM chunk. We do actually have space. I will put it here. I guess I'll build it, without the casing. I've got nothing better to do. Okay, there it is. I need this goddamn casing. Please hurry up. I want to go to bed. We can even make a pattern for it. Bucket to tank. Because this isn't consumed, which is what we get when we melt the heart down. I might just be back in like 20 minutes, or however long this will take, because there's really nothing else to do. Yay, it's done! It made too many. That's interesting. So we can get this melting. Goodbye, heart of the universe. And we can build the multi-block. Ta-da! It is quite pretty. I like this purple. Okay. Give me 1 billion creative tanks. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had to wait for this. Thank you. Go in here. Why do you sound like that? That's a very interesting choice, I must say. Yay, creative tank. Awesome. It's beautiful. So this is pretty insane. Everything changes now. Like genuinely everything. Every single fluid is now free. Every single blast furnace is now useless. All of oil processing is useless. Every distillation tower is useless. So things get a bit crazy here, including the recipes. Like, look at this. This is basically the next goal. Creative RF source. Crazy. And also look at these. One in each corner. What is this? So basically a lot of stuff is now cheaper. Like 90% of stuff. But also recipes get crazy to counteract that. So I guess it's balanced. And basically how it works. You can partition any liquid from JEI and type some numbers and activate it. And now you have infinite. Free omnium. Isn't that crazy? So a lot of change will happen to the base. But of course that's next time. I imagine the video is quite long, and it might be quite a while after the last one. Sorry about that. The creative tank was calling me. So I think I'll end it there. I'm so happy we managed to get it. This probably should have been like 2 episodes, but oh well. And there was a lot of AFK and waiting. Definitely my fault. I'm just lazy. This is the playtime, if you're wondering. I can't believe it's gotten so high, and there's more to come as well with this pack. I can't wait, so lots to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.